We have Happy. We have Bomber. We have a Terran versus a Terran on Crossfire. I am Squiggles, and thank you for joining me for another cast. This one is going to be, again, from DreamHack, and I mean, right off the bat, we have Happy here, the blue Terran spawning at the bottom left-hand corner of Crossfire. And Happy is most famously known, I believe, for having like a 90% win rate at one point. He was just so crazy good. I think he's in the mid-80s now, which is still one of, if not the highest win rates out there. Incredibly good player, just over the top amazing. And Bomber up here, the red Terran, and he has what has he done, you may ask? Well, he won Code A for GSL. So no small feat there. He is on Startail, and this guy is an absolute slayer as well. He's amazingly good. So when you have two players of this caliber competing against each other, it is the best thing possible for us, the fans, because that just means that there is going to be an epic game, epic game. Oh, man. I cannot wait to see this game. And you see already Bomber, what is he doing? Going to be sending out, oh, I guess he's just sending out an SCV to scout. I was getting all crazy. I was like, what? But he's actually, maybe he's not. He's going a really weird way to scout. Normally when you scout, you'd go this way because it's shorter. So gonna have to see what Bomber does with this. We see Happy gonna go out and scout as well. Looks like Happy getting a gas and a barracks, and Bomber just the barracks right now. So what is this SCV doing? He could just be skirting around, maybe going around the... No, he's gonna proxy a barracks. So we're gonna see a 2 racks opening from Bomber, very aggressive opening, and one of them is gonna be proxied and totally hidden. So Happy's going to come in here and scout. He's going to scout no gas, and he's going to scout 1 barracks. So he's going to think early expand when really there's going to be all kinds of insane pressure going on. And what is Happy going to do in order to counter this? I have no idea. He is getting gas, so he could be going for some kind of either early upgrades for his barracks, but more likely he's going to be getting a factory out. And that's going to make the timing for Bomber quite nice, as he has Marines hitting Happy's base way before Happy is ready for it. You can see Happy has 1 Marine out right now and building a second one, but 2 Marines coming out for Bomber. And if you look at the units tab, you can see already I guess Happy is never mind. They have exactly the same units right now, but Bomber producing things 2 at a time, so he's going to be quite a bit ahead pretty quickly. And keep in mind the travel time is going to be non-existent for the Marines coming down this way. And look at this, even running his Marines down, so it looks like there's going to be only 1 Marine running. That is what Bomber is making it look like, when really there's going to be 3 or 4. Oh my goodness. Now Happy knows, and he's going to be like, are you kidding me? Oh no, that's way more Marines than he should have right now. Here come out the SCVs. There is a bunker going down, but will it finish in time? I don't know. Looks like Happy only has 2 Marines right now, building a 3rd, but it looks like 4 Marines and an SCV, 4 Bomber coming up. His SCV going to go down almost instantly, but Happy doing a good job of focusing down the Marines of... or Bomber rather, focusing down the Marines of Happy, and now he's going to be getting some good SCV kills as well. And will he manage to kill this bunker before it finishes? It looks like the SCV has been killed, and Happy has fallen off, has backed off a little bit. He only has 1 Marine right now, and a whole bunch more SCVs coming out. Is he going to be able to save the bunker? It looks like he will not. The bunker is canceled, and we have 6 Marines coming in right now. And if we look at the units tab, we can see that Happy only has 1. Oh no, what is going on here? It looks like there is going to be a Hellion that's out, but the Hellion actually taking a lot of damage. And it looks like Happy could be focusing down the Hellion. The Hellion escaping just barely, and Hellion does go down. Oh, wow. Look at that. And it looks like, oh, okay. So Happy is going to clean up that attack. It looks like there is more Marines rally, but they are going to think better of it and go ahead and, as well, rally points a little bit messed up there, but it looks like he is going to be going home with his Marines. And look at this. While he attacked there, Bomber has taken the gold. Oh, Bomber, oh, that's awesome. So Happy is going to be like, oh, man, I just survived. I'm doing pretty good. I'm feeling pretty happy. And looks like he's going to be going for Cloaked Banshees out of this. So going to be saying, well, if you want a really heavy bio opening, maybe you won't have detection or anything. And it looks like, does Bomber have anything? Looks like he's going to go for 5 racks. My goodness. And doesn't have any kind of NG base starting. He does have a second orbital going up though, and that will definitely help with scans. Meanwhile, we do have the Hellion going to be coming in here and scouting. He's not going to scout an expansion, and so he's going to be like, "What's going on?" Oh no, that Hellion is ill-fated from the day he was born. And it looks like Engineering Bay is going down now for Bomber. So if he gets a couple of turrets out, he's going to be absolutely fine. Happy is getting cloaking fields. Looks like it's about 50% of the way down right now, and does have a Banshee on the way. So as well as continuing to produce Hellions. But if he doesn't scout this, this is really scary because Bomber is going to get so much income. Taking a look at the income tab, you can see already, look at this. Bomber has more than double the income of Happy, and we're, what, 7 minutes and 30 seconds into the game? Craziness, absolutely insanity. And now here comes Bomber again, not even content to just sit back on his lead. He's going to attack again, and he has a ton of Marines, and this Hellion is going to definitely think better of it. Now Happy does have a bunker with the full 4 Marines in it as well as a Hellion, so his front should be fairly good. But, I mean, really, he can't expand at this point until he gets some additional units, and he still doesn't know that Bomber has this expansion up here. Oh, my goodness. Now there is a Banshee out, and Cloak is done. So this Banshee, he's going to have to do a lot of damage, but there is a missile turret done for Bomber at his main. And look at this, adding on a couple of tech labs now for his racks, getting a stim pack started right away. I expect combat shields to start as well, since he's getting mainly Marines. And looks like the Banshee doing a little bit of damage. Have to be careful though, and he's not using Cloak. But you know what? I think the missile turret can still see him when he's in this area, so he's got to be careful. It looks like he may actually. What is he going to do? I don't know. He may try to go away. And there's a beautiful beautiful scan rather, not a stim. It's not done yet, but beautiful scan by Bomber and taking out that Banshee. Huge deal right there, taking out that Banshee. That is what Happy needed to stay alive. And look at the supplies. Bomber has double, I say again, double the supply of Happy, and we are 9 minutes into the game. This is absolutely insane because of his early gold ninja expansion that he is not even allowing Happy to even be close to scouting, courtesy of, well, he just has units everywhere. He has a huge amount of Marines, just getting regular old Marines. I mean, he's getting upgrades for them now, but just absolutely phenomenal play from Happy. Now it looks like there is going to be, from Bomber, there is going to be a second Banshee from Happy. And Happy, I mean, Bomber's making him look like a scrub, man. And Happy is like a really, really top Terran. So this opening by Bomber is so good. My goodness. And look at this. All these Marines even spread out, so any kind of Hellions aren't going to do anything. The Banshee sees it and cloaks and is going to just run over here, see if he can pick off some Marines before any kind of scans go down. Look like one Marine is going to go down at the Zelnaga Watchtower. And now Bomber is like, wait a minute, you have a Banshee there, you silly. But look how many Marines this is. It's a crazy amount of Marines. And is this Banshee going to see it? Look, I think he does see it. And he goes, oh, no, are you kidding me? And he's going to look at these mineral patches and be like, yeah, this is not good. There's even a missile turret down. And the second Banshee goes down as well. Oh, no. So Happy is in tons of trouble right now, getting his expansion started just now, and it's probably going to just end up going over here to his natural. So even though he's going to be even on bases, finally, his opponent has a gold. So that's just all kinds of bad. And actually, Bomber expanding again. So Bomber is going to stay one base ahead of Happy, which is just absolutely insane. It looks like Happy is trying to transition back into a Marine tank style, is adding on a second factory, and he does have that tech lab already done, so he's looks like siege mode is almost done as well. So going to be getting siege tanks and Marines. But the problem is Bomber has so many Marines. They already have stim, they already have combat shields, and he already has a gold, and he's expanding again. So he just has a lot more units. You can see on the supply tab, 101 versus 44, and I don't know how Happy he's going to dig himself out of this one. But he is a really top-tier player. Of course, so is Bomber, which is going to make it harder for Happy to dig himself out. But we will see what he can do. Tanks are good against just Marines. So going to have to see if Bomber decides to transition and do any other kind of things. It looks like he does have one factory done, building a second one as we speak, and also has a reactor and starport, getting out some medevacs 2 at a time. And he's not really building anything out of the factory right now, content to continue to just build Marines. And he is getting a ton of Marines, also getting another engineering bay, as well as I thought I saw it somewhere. That's right. He is also getting an armory, so he's going to be getting, what, probably 2-2 for his Marines right now. And it looks like Stim just now finishing for Happy. So Happy is trying to catch back up. He has taken his natural. He does have tanks with siege mode before his opponent, so he is going to be trying to rely on that to keep him in the game. Also has out, it looks like, a medevac. But if you look at the units tab, just straight up units, I mean, look at this. It is 58 versus 31, the SCV counts. And, I mean, Happy has 3 siege tanks to none of Bomber currently. But Bomber, 67 Marines to 4. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? This is so insanely crazy. Oh, Bomber, how are you even? So the note for everyone here is you gotta scout. Oh my goodness, you gotta scout that gold on the off chance they take it, because if they take it, and this is not something you'll see every game, but if they take it and they don't get scouted and they're able to do this, look at this, the gold is almost mined out. Then Bomber he's just so far ahead. And Happy, I feel really bad for Happy here. I don't know how he's gonna be able to come back from this. Looks like he does have, well, he does have his Naga Watchtower with a couple of Hellions there, but I don't even think the Hellions are going to be able to stop these Marines from poking up here. They're going to have to run away, as these Marines both do have combat shields and stim. And they also have, what, +1 attack, +1 armor on the way. Also, it looks like Bomber getting a ton of upgrades, getting +2 infantry attack as well as +1 vehicle attack. So is that right? Yeah, +1 vehicle attack. Yep. And looks like he does have some tanks coming out as well. So gotta be careful, And look at this, Bomber set up for a huge drop right here, 4 medevacs full of Marines, and I think he could do some kind of action in the middle where he's even getting a sensor tower. That's just dirty, my goodness. But he's gonna do some kind of push at the front possibly, like as he comes in here, and then he's gonna drop around the back somewhere in here. I think that's pretty good. Missile turrets are going down for Happy. That will help when the drop finally commences. And look at this, Bomber expanding again, taking a 4th. My goodness, he's so far ahead, and I think he knows it. And he's like, well, I'm just going to keep on expanding. So right now it is 2 bases on 3 bases, soon to be 2 on 4. And I really have no idea. Look at this, adding on a bajillion more barracks. So, I mean, how many barracks does Happy have right now? He's got like 4 barracks there. He's got like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3 Ghost Academies going down, so we could see some nukes possibly. Oh man, Happy getting everything in the kitchen sink and everything else as well. Oh my goodness, got to be a little bit careful there. Bomber, I meant to say Bomber, not Happy. You got to be a little bit careful because Happy does have a good position with these siege tanks, managing to get a couple of shots off and damage some of these Marines as well as force a stim. But it looks like he is going to back off now, and Bomber is going to be like, oh, well, if you're backing off, then I'm definitely going to take that spot. So he is going to run in here and try to, look at this, he could actually just straight up get the orbital as well, and this is terrible for Happy. He really needs to keep that alive, but it goes down so fast to 1-1 Marines who are stimmed. He has great position on his tanks now as well. Scans going off by both players, and it looks like Bomber is going to be able to contain Happy on, well, it looks like Happy is expanding over here, but right now he is on 1 base, and it looks like Bomber's base has finished, so it is now 4 bases on 1 base until Happy's base gets up and running. And 4 base on 1 base, Terran versus Terran, not really the way you want to play it. Looks like Happy does have a little bit of a line of sight advantage maybe, and could be getting 1 tank, does get 1 tank from Bomber. I think there's going to be a scan going off by Bomber and picking off that silly siege tank. And there's the GG from Happy, totally contained. He was on 1 base trying to get a second one up versus, and there was a Marine even by Bomber who was going to kill the SCV, so he wasn't even going to be able to finish the command center. But 4 bases on 1 base, and just absolutely phenomenal play by Bomber. Really took a risk by sneaking this expansion, but it paid off huge, and he just continued to take map control and keep it with a ton of Marines as he slowly teched up and just strangled Happy until he died. So well played by Bomber. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.